I'm Olivia. I'm currently studying abroad in Panama. One of the research projects of our study abroad trip was a group research project, and me and my group decided to look at optimal foraging behavior of different tropical bird species. Optimal foraging is basically just weighing out the costs and the benefits of going to look for food and determining whether it is the right decision to go far or to stay close. We focused in on mango trees especially. They're very abundant here, so it was just kind of the go-to. So our experiment, we did two different sets of data. Each set had a tree that was close to like the forest edge and one that was a little bit further and in an urban area. Using this, we did a bunch of different observations and different trials to just kind of observe the birds coming in and out of the trees, and we recorded whether they left with or without food. So the reason we chose to do this kind of experiment was because all three of us have previous background research in optimal foraging. We've done behavioral ecology research projects as well, which kind of tie into this and kind of gave us our inspiration. And also, when we first sat down to discuss what the game plan was for our research project, we all three agreed instantly that no bugs were going to be used in the experiment. It wasn't for us, so we decided observing birds was the best way to go, no touching of insects. So what we got from our experiment, the results didn't really show any they didn't really suggest anything. The data that we got was kind of all very similar, so it was unclear whether there was a distinct pattern and whether they chose to go far away or whether they chose to stay close to the forest. One thing I noticed while doing the research project was that we had limited time to go out and get data. So when we went out, sometimes it was right after a thunderstorm, and during that time we didn't really see any birds. So I'm curious as whether the storm has anything to do with it, if most of the species that forage in these mango trees, if they go into some sort of hiding when it begins to rain and thunderstorm, and if there's like a certain time after. And also the time that we went out kind of shifted on the couple of days that we did go out. So the first time we went out was around, I believe it was like 3 or so, but the second time we went out was closer to evening and closer to the sun setting, and we saw a huge difference in that data. So I think more research needs to be done in those specific areas, how thunderstorms affect foraging patterns as well, and also just the time of day, because there isn't really too much knowledge